Let's get juicy.
Business chisme, dun 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 dun, because I don't like it in my own personal life, but we like to read about it in others.
This is going to be a new segment
Ooh.
for us just because we love to talk. Like she said, we like to dive into the chisme. So you got to come join us.
And tell us what your opinions are, because we're going to tell you ours. Okay, so of course today's going to be about business, some business drama, because I feel like we can, definitely
speak on it.
Opinions on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the title is Small Business Drama. Help! Okay. I own a small business where I make custom backdrops, props, etc. for events. I get hired by event planners or clients themselves. Recently, I was hired by an event planner who needed me to bring her design to life. Everything was handmade and rented. When we went to drop off the items the day before the event, she asked me to not wear my company t-shirt for the following day, the day of the event. I found it weird, but didn't think too much of it. On the actual event day, we installed everything. People came to me asking about the items and if I had made them. My immediate response was yes. The following day, I sent a team of people to pick up the items. While they were there, one of the venue owners asked if he could rent some of the items, basically a drape covering a wall and the stage cover, and if I could just leave them there as his event was in a few days. My team member gave them my number and we worked out pricing. A few hours later, the event planner is blowing my phone up and is furious that I rented these items. She stated that it should have gone through her. She was also upset because she thought I went behind her back, telling people about my company, and that I purposely made this agreement with the venue. Woo! First off, I'm losing my breath just reading this. She also said
That's crazy.
I was not allowed to post any of my work on my Instagram page, as this was her design. She said that she had outsourced me, but her client could not know about that since the client contracted her to produce the event. I kindly explained to her that I always give credit where credit is due, and explained to her that, in my opinion, I had spent time working on those props, and as a small business owner, I like to show what I have to offer. She continued to yell at me, saying this is not right, and ordered we remove it and come back another day to reinstall it. If we had rented it out to a new person, I personally do not agree with her, but I'd like to have other thoughts. Also, just to clarify, the items that the venue wanted to rent were not items that were customized for her event. It was a simple wall covering and the stage cover. The design she had created for the stage was removed. First off,
I'm going to let you start.
Ma'am, do your fucking job.
Let's start there.
Because if you're going to come... Oof.
Okay, so basically they're saying that a company hired the initial girl to do an event, and then she outsourced and got a third party to basically run the event for her.
It sounds like this girl is being lazy as hell and it's just like, I don't want to do it, I'm gonna outsource, basically asking the small business, because it sounds like she's a smaller business than she is, and to do her job.
Literally.
And then she's mad.
And then she's trying to take credit for it.
Right.
That's
because
crazy.
Credit is due. Like, she did freaking amazing. She deserves to get this clientele. The girl is mad because you didn't do your job. First off, you should be fired. That's just my personal opinion. You don't like it, maybe you do your job better.
Yeah. I feel like, there's no problem with outsourcing, but it's a problem whenever you're trying to take the credit and you're not allowing for them to promote their business.
Okay, see, that's where my problem is. I don't like people who, take credit for others.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't do it, you didn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, work smarter, not harder. I completely understand that. Yes.
Collaborations.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. But, like, for her to be, like, sitting there telling her, you can't promote this, but, like, that
would have been my first red flag. If you're not going to let me come, like, I'm doing a job for you, you're not going to let me wear my business, then absolutely not.
Right. And it sounds like
that's weird.
She's upset that, that they basically wanted the backdrop and everything from the other girl and not from...
It's because she's building a network and she doesn't want to share her connections, is what it sounds like. So at that point, you're being greedy. This is why you're not going to get any further. Like, your business clearly doesn't stand on good values, good morals. Second red flag to me, like, I wouldn't even want to work with a person like this.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. I think that's ugly, and I think that the girl that has the small business that is actually writing this, I hope you flourish. It sounds like you're going to do amazing. It sounds like I hope that you did go behind her back and give out like business cards. I hope that they got your Instagram or any kind of socials that you have, because it sounds like you did an amazing job.
Yeah.
As for the other girl, shame on you.
No, literally.
Shame on
And then
you.
third red flag is the fact that, like, who do you think you are yelling at me?
No, for
like,
real.
I'm sorry.
Like,
what?
yes, you hired me, but at the end of the day, like, we're
That's
working
crazy.
together.
I'm sorry. It's literally one of my non-negotiables as being a business owner that, like, I'm going to promote my business. If you don't agree with it, then respectfully, I will not work with you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. So also for the girl who worked, or that was like the how do I say this?
The outsource.
The third party.
Yeah.
For the girl that is the third party, respectfully, you need to raise your standards for your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to take your business more seriously. You need to be promoting your business anywhere, and anyone who tries to tell you different, you don't need to be working with them.
I definitely feel like if you do have a business, you need to have a backbone, because it's really easy to get basically bulldozer. Is that right?
Just bullied.
Bulldozer. Anyway, just rolled over with that big truck.
Yeah. No facts.
But like, honestly, you know what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Like, you just need to learn to.
And people that are really on your side, they're going to want to connect you. Like, and this is another thing too. For the girl that initially was hired for the job, she collaborated with another artist to make it come to life. That's amazing, right? You don't realize how much further that collaboration is going to help you propel forward by having a better energy towards the situation, because now you have someone who you know you can depend on, who you know, like, if you ever need them again in the future, they're going to come through and they're going to deliver a quality job.
Right.
By building a quality collaboration and a quality relationship with this person, any other jobs that you have in the future, it's fine if you're the main person and you don't want to do the quote unquote back end work. That's fine. But don't discredit the other person.
Right.
Collaborate with them. Like, collaborations are going to take you so far.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me.
But I feel like some people are just really shady.
Honestly.
You got to be careful. You're going to deal with them in business, unfortunately. But again, it's just like how you actually like take it.
Yeah.
So honestly, girl,
congratulations.
You did your job.
Yeah, congratulations for networking.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very proud of you.
Yeah.
Other girl, I don't want to be your friend. Don't come near my business ever.
Literally.
I got a bulldog.
Yeah. I wouldn't even deal with that. She'd be like, oh, well, you can't promote your business. Oh, okay, well, we're going to go somewhere else. Yeah, this isn't going to work.
Has that ever happened to us?
No, for example, like, we had a girl reach out to us yesterday, and she had literally asked us if we could come, talk to some people or whatever about lashing. That's perfectly fine. My first thing, she said, donate your time. Referencing, like, from the very beginning, hey, this is going to be for free.
Right.
To me, that is 100% fine.
Yeah.
Can I promote my business?
Yes.
And if she would have told us no, then respectfully, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's a small thing.
Yeah, because it's like,
you're still going to know who we are.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with donating our time. I don't have a problem with helping other people get ahead, giving them the information that we give, because I know we give quality information. But at the same time, we also have things that we can be more in depth with. Like, we offer 3-day in-person lash classes, we offer mentorship, we offer booth rentals here at the salon to collaborate with other lash artists. And if for any reason you don't want us to connect with them outside of your control, like, that's weird to me.
Weird, yeah.
No, absolutely not. Like, I won't even mix with that energy.
It sounds like you want us to be the side chick, and I'm just not there for it.
I'm the main.
Never been, never will be.
But yeah, so I mean, literally from like a first-hand experience, kind of similar to this one. I don't know. I just believe in collaborations. I believe in working together, and I don't see a problem with outsourcing. But don't be a bitch about it.
No, literally. And I'm like trying my hardest not to like say mean words, but I'm just like, fuck you.
Yeah,
that's really what I got from this. Because girl,
that's so weird. Like, I don't know. I don't understand people like that. Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Because like I would never.
Yeah.
But whatever. Anyway, boo, I hope you're doing great. I hope your business actually, there's no hope. I know your business is thriving, and congratulations to you. Just learn to get a little backbone, honestly. That's pretty much my advice.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Okay, we got another one.
Okay, my turn. Can you unattach it? Or is it about to
maybe.
die? Or can we just scoot it over this way?
Yeah. No,
okay. Let me see if I can read this.
Guys, if you guys didn't know,
I'm not into popcorn reading, so I'm sorry.
Well, but I also can't breathe through my nose. So this is my only source of breathing. Like, you guys, deadass, ask her.
It's like one hole.
Yeah, it's small. I had surgery when I was younger. We're getting a little bit personal here, but
She said,
had a surgery.
here's what happened in my past lives.
Doctor
So
fucked up. So if you hear me breathing all hard,
just like,
I gotta take a break.
it whistles through the thing.
No, for real. Like, anyway.
You're retarded.
I just wanted to let you guys know. She has no excuse.
I'm just a little dyslexic sometimes. I'm sorry.
Just kidding. Okay,
if I jumble words, we know why. Okay, so this one is titled Family Business Buyout Drama. All right, let's get into it. So, a sibling and I had been slowly buying my parent out of a family business over the last 15 years or so. Parent is at the age of retirement, so succession planning has begun, albeit a little late. Anyways, my sibling and I really don't get along and have different versions for the path of the economy. Sorry, I can already tell this isn't going to work. After quite a bit of drama over the last few years, they offered to buy me out. I reluctantly agreed. Yes, please. All right, so while we negotiated what the buyout would look like, I began to look for work elsewhere and eventually landed a great job that I enjoy, although I am being paid quite a bit less now. I made the mistake of leaving for the new job with a concrete deal in writing. Now my sibling is offering me less than half of where our negotiation started, which was already less than 30% of the company is worth. I was willing to take a loss and even offered taking a large chunk of it in payment over many years. This company is my family's legacy, and even though I'm no longer part of it, I can still appreciate the sentimental value of that. I am no longer receiving any benefits from the company, not a single cent. But when taxes came due this year, I owed my share of the profit from the company without actually receiving any compensation. What I owed was about 50% of what I actually made at my new job for that year. What options do I have? I am actually losing money at this point while I am watching my sibling and parent receive a significant profit.
Okay, hold on. So basically, it's saying that when taxes came due, they were like, hey, you have to pay.
Even though she wasn't working there.
She wasn't getting anything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just start from the beginning.
Let's start at the very beginning. Yeah.
So explain your story.
Okay. Like, let me make sure I understood this properly.
Right, we might have to read this thing
again.
again.
I'm like, hold on. Okay, so first of all, they'd already done. Okay, so they agreed on basically like a settlement amount.
Because they don't want to work together.
Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't leave with a contract in hand, though.
So there was no writing.
There was no writing saying that you're going to get X amount. Let's say there. Your first fuck up. First red flag.
Anything you do in business needs to be concrete. Like, I don't care if it's with family. I don't care if it's with friends. I don't know. I want to make my dog sign anything, but
I'm dead.
But anything like that, especially when it comes to do with money, I'm sorry, you have to have contracts because someone somewhere it's gonna be misinterpreted, and all of a sudden you're gonna owe this person money, or this person thought they were gonna get X, Y, Z, whatever. Yeah. Just have contracts so that you guys can always look back on it, and nobody
can turn around your story. They can't pin your mind against you. They can't gaslight you, manipulate you, like none of that. Yeah. No, it says it right here on June 25th, 1999.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyways, so there was no concrete, or there was no contract basically. So later the sibling tried to come back and basically was offering less than half of what their negotiations initially were, which was less than 30% of what the company itself is worth.
Okay.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure by that time she's just like, I want to get out of here, give me my money, I'm out.
Which she said, I was willing to take a loss and even offered taking a large chunk of it in payments over the years.
Right.
This company is my family's legacy. She still has sentimental value, whatever. So she's no longer receiving any of the benefits from the company, but they were expecting for her to pay taxes when taxes were due.
Right.
Which is insane to me.
But she's not. Okay.
I guess it depends on when she left.
Yes.
And even then, she shouldn't have to pay. Like, okay, so for example, January to December is considered a year calendar, right?
Right.
Let's say she left in June. She should only have to pay taxes for herself from January to June.
Exactly.
Not January to December, because she was no longer there.
She's not making that profit anymore. She's not actually seeing that in her bank account. Yeah. So if she, let's say, I just like rounded numbers, right? So like, let's say she just made the $10,000 from the January to June. She should only be paying like, let's say 30% of that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're charging her. Let's say they're charging her basically saying that she made the $20,000 that year. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Which she said what she owed was about 50% of what she actually made at her new job. Yeah.
Because she did take a pay cut. I want to come back to her new job, but I don't think that's fair.
I think that's crazy.
think
but
that-
again, this falls back onto contracts, and this is another reason why you need to have them in place.
But when she got paid out, when she finally did get paid out, I think it did state that like she did, right? They did have something written out.
No,
It was 30% left. Okay. I'm sorry. This whole thing. Is
no, there
all
was
fucked
no
up.
contract. Later, the sibling was trying to turn back on what their initial settlement amount was.
Okay.
They were trying to give her less than what they had talked about, which is less than 30% of what the company is worth. That's where
Yeah.
you got 30% from.
First off, your siblings sucks.
Yeah.
But then
But
also,
again, this falls back onto you guys not having similar
contracts.
similar financial values.
Oh, valid.
Yeah. So unfortunately, again, this kind of turns into like something that unfortunately you just kind of had to learn.
You might have to suck it up this year. And honestly, like moving forward, obviously you're probably never going to get into business with them again. But if you ever do,
There needs to be contracts.
for sure.
Yep.
That sucks. But unfortunately, you might have to pay it unless they.
You might have to take that out.
Unless they took you off the company and then you have like proofs of that, and then you could take them to like
small
like
court or something. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah,
but
if
if
they
you
have
don't have
like
any tracks, then you really don't have anything to go off of unless you can, I guess, try and like with text messages and stuff. But I really don't think that's gonna hold up in court.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But as for the job that you did end up getting, that did pay you quite less than what you were making. Honestly, I'm all about like mental health, and I feel like you should be happy where you're at,
For sure.
even if you are making something less than what you did before. I'm sure you're way more happy instead of arguing with family members, and now you actually get to enjoy what you do.
For
so
sure.
good for you.
So yeah, sometimes you have to take that L. Sometimes you have to, like she said, make the decision to have peace over the money in a sense.
Right.
And in the long run, I mean, you'll succeed. You know, you will. What is it? The turtle wins the race kind of concept. So it's like, unfortunately, you just gotta kind of trust the process, take the L, learn the lesson, be better moving forward. And I mean,
you might have to just bite the bullet on this, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry.
I mean, do what you can to see if you can like get over that hump. If not, then I mean, good luck with the rest, girl. After this year, like you won't have to deal with this anymore. Congratulations to you. But this year might suck a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pay that back, but you'll be all right.
You got this. Yeah. I'm sorry we don't have better information for you.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, that's something we kind of had to learn the hard way too. Is like having contracts in play. I mean, just whether it's family or not, like you have to have the things written down. It needs to be very, very clear, and you need to be able to backtrace all of your steps.
Yeah.
So hopefully you were signed to this company in a sense, legally, to where they do have a history of
kicking you off, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like we quote unquote had your final day or your leave date, whatever. So then that way you can go back and be like, again, no, I left in June, therefore I'm only going to pay January to June. Therefore, the company itself or your family themselves can't do anything about that because it's on paper. But because you guys don't have a contract, like, guess what, girl?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Best of luck. But you'll be happier.
For those watching,
congrats.
Main thing of this video today, contracts
and backbone.
Ooh, standards.
Anyway, thanks for joining our business chisme. Let us know if you guys like this because this is fun. I love talking about stuff like this. I don't know. I like putting my input where input's not needed. It's like when
I like giving my 2 cents.
It's like when you go around and it's like, even though it's not your business, I want to know what's happening. You know, look, we all do it. But
honestly, I just like popping my shit. So.
Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day.
We'll see you guys next Friday for more business chisme.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
This is gonna be my favorite segment.